Good evening and welcome to the Whiskey Lover Society with me, Gert Retief. And tonight we are looking at another Arran, the Arran Quarter Cask. But before we get that, just a quick little self-promotion. Remember to like and subscribe, or just subscribe. I also have a merch store. So I have some t-shirts, hoodies, caps, I think there's cups and all those nice things with some nice slogans on it, some nice photos on it, a little bit of merchandise related whiskey products. So have a look in the description. I will also maybe put one or two photos on so that you can see what I'm selling. All the proceeds, of course, will go towards needy children in South Africa. So the money is not coming to me. That money will be used to buy food and clothing for people that are a little bit of a disadvantaged at this moment with COVID, people that are in really bad time, that are struggling. So feel free, have a look. Maybe we can help out some children in South Africa. There is about 85 families that we are currently helping out. So every cent help for them and to make their life also a little bit more better in this terrible time that we are living in. On to the whiskey. So tonight we are looking at the Arran Quarter Cask. And this is one that I've been quite looking forward to trying. It is also known as the Bothy. It is a single malt Scotch. It is from the Isle of Arran. By this time, you know, I've done so many Arrans. I do love it. It is a natural color, Angel filtered, so ticking all the right boxes for me. So it is matured in ex-bourbon cask for 7 years. And then they do an additional 2 years maturation in fresh American oak quarter cask. And of course, smaller barrels, 125 liters. More oak contact, and I also expect then also to find a little bit of more of a oaky flavors coming out, maybe also a little bit of a oaky tannins coming out. So it is a 9-year-old whiskey, although it's not on the bottle, but if you do the math correctly, it's around 9 years old, bottled at 56.2% ABV, so quite a strong little boy. And cost is around 52 euros for a bottle here in my online store in Belgium. So we pay I think 21 or odd percent tax. So I suspect that you can find it a little bit cheaper somewhere else. So I poured it about 20 minutes ago, a little bit of an oxidization to start to see what the nose is going to be. So the Arran Quarter Cask on the nose. Cheers. That's nice. Now, I've yet to taste and nose a whiskey from Arran that I did not like. And again, this one does not disappoint. So I get a nice honey sweetness on it. That is really, really nice. So the honey sweetness is there. The soft fruit characteristics from Arran is coming out. As for the alcohol, I was expecting a little bit of an alcohol hit. It's very subtle. Does not feel like 52%. If you gave me this and said, guess the alcohol, I would say 40, 42, 43%. I get a lot of vanilla notes coming out. A little bit of a caramel notes coming out. Some red apples, light honey. The honey definitely is coming out for me. Then I also get a little bit of a tropical fruit note coming out. So something like a pineapple, a hint of a ripe banana coming out, and a little bit of a dried mango coming out. So a little bit subtle, a hint of a dried mango. Also remind me a little bit of a custard, something like a lemon or lemon pie type of thing with a custard filling with a hint of lemon to it. Absolutely fantastic on the nose. So, of course, we need to taste it as well. So, on the taste, cheers. Definitely get the alcohol. So, it's quite hot on the taste. It just disappears. So, I will describe it as a sweet oak. So, the sweetness is there, the alcohol is there, and immediately afterwards you get that burst of sweetness and then a little bit of an oaky note coming out. Quite pleasant. So the alcohol bite is there. A little bit of a sweet toffee caramel note. So an alcohol bite is there with a little bit of a sweet toffee note. A little bit of a dark honey note. Wow, that is nice. I also got a little bit of a toasted coconut or a little bit of a nutty note coming up. It is a little bit more creamy. The last 3 or 4 that I didn't have a creamy note. It was a little bit of a dry mouthfeel. This one has got a little bit of a creamy mouthfeel to it. And a little bit of a dark chocolate note coming out for me as well. One of those chocolates that you have the orange, like orange marmalade or orange jelly in the middle. It's quite similar to that. So the creaminess, the dark chocolate, and when you get that hint of orange in the sweet. Really nice. So the sweetness, I think, is well balanced, and it's balancing out the oak. So the oakiness is there, but because of the sweetness, there's a nice balance that goes from the sweet into the oak on the finish. Really nice. Let me see one more try. Now that's the third step that I took, and it's definitely I get the oak. Still, I don't like the oak, but for me it is still pleasant, mellowed out. But it does build up, so be aware if you don't like it too oaky. But I think with this one, with a little bit of water, will make a difference. Speaking of water, this is maybe 25 milliliters. I'm just going to add a little bit of water, not much. Maybe I will start off with just a teaspoon of water. Give it a little bit of a shaky. Now, wow. If you try it, add a little bit of water. It just opens up the flavors. I get a lot of citrus notes coming out. A little bit of a honey, definitely. But it's like you just dialed up without the water, you dialed up everything. Nice perfumey, floral, fruity notes coming out. Definitely takes water well. Be careful, not too much. Teaspoon at a time. Is bottled at 46% ABV, so it can take a lot of water. So lemon zest, perfumey, a little bit of a musk sweets coming out, vanilla, cinnamon, toffee. Absolutely. Maybe a little bit of a lemon zest with sugar on it. Really nice. With water on a taste. Cheers. Teaspoon, absolutely perfect for me. Still get the alcohol. Still got the warm feeling of the alcohol. It's a little bit oily now. It coats your mouth. A little bit of a creamy note coming out. Toffee. I get a little bit of a nutty flavor, a little bit of a almonds type of nutty flavor coming out. A little bit of orange oil. A little bit of a dusty note also appearing. It is really nice. Sweet oak spice. I think this is how I would describe this one. And the tannins, definitely, it is appearing. It leaves a little bit of a dryness, something like an espresso coffee. After you've had your coffee, you got a little bit of a bitterness. It's the same that I get on this one. Really nice. So, finish-wise, I will describe it as you start off with a sweet, you go into a fruity note, you go into a citrus note, then you get the oakiness, a little bit of a sour note, and it ends up with a little bit of a toffee note or a bitter toffee note in the end. Quite a lovely journey. Not very long, I would say short to medium finish in the end. Definitely will recommend it. Oh, absolutely. If you can find it, buy it. It's fantastic. Score-wise, quite generous with this one, and I'm going to give it an 89 out of 100. So, just before I say goodbye, I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and all those things, and a happy holidays, and I hope you are fantastic. My stockings, the ones over here, has been filled quite substantially, and I just want to share some of the things that I will be opening up for Christmas. And this is something, of course, from me to me. It is the Glenlivet licensed dram, 12-year-old. Quite looking forward to opening this bottle. And of course, it will not be Christmas without going into one of my favorite distilleries. Yeah, I have more than just the Arran. I picked up the Glen Scotia Victoriana. This is something that I'm quite looking forward to opening up. This is one of the best whiskies that I've tasted this year. And of course, my son, my generous son, he started working a month ago, so he's quite excited. And of course, he loves his dad. So I got a bottle of Arran. Sorry about the green screen. So this is the Arran single malt Scotch Sauternes casks finish. So I'm quite looking forward to opening this one. I've never had it before. Bottled at 50% ABV, so also a big strong boy. So that is me, and I wish you a happy holidays. Remember to like and subscribe. Check out my merchandise store. I see my PayPal account for the Patreon, those things apparently doesn't work anymore, so I have to find another way for my subscribers to send me some money for the kids, but I will keep you informed. So see you next time. Cheers.